Hey family, welcome back to our channel. If this is your first time seeing us, we are
Eric
and Veronica Graham, and we're the founders of I for Africa. On our channel, we discuss our love for all things Africa and our impending repatriation to the motherland.
Yes indeed.
Well, the first thing is we've missed you guys.
Yeah, we're back.
Tremendously, yes, we're back. And it's so funny because we've always said we don't want to be those, not that we're not stereotyping people, but we don't want to be the YouTubers that are like, oh, it's been months and we're back and we're sorry we've been gone and we're back. But
we've had good reason.
We've had very, very good reason, but we really have missed interacting with you all and uploading and posting, just all of that.
Yeah,
because it's really become near and dear to us, and we've missed you all so much. So we appreciate you all for sticking in there and hanging on. But what's been going on? Why have we been gone so long?
Well, you let them, you tell them. I'm putting it on her. It's her fault. No, I'm just
it's
kidding.
my fault when in reality, Eric has had surgery. So we know that we mentioned to you all a few times and a few of our videos that he was going to be having his knee replaced, and he did.
Yep.
So he had his left knee replaced in December of 2019, and at that time, he really did need to have the right one replaced too. But we were trying to hold off because, that's a lot. That's a lot of trauma to your body, and adapting to having one knee replaced is enough, let alone having two of them done at the same time. So finally broke down and had it replaced. And
I got it done at the beginning of April. So it's my fourth week, having fourth week with, having my knee replaced, and it's been some ups and downs with it. Physical therapy hasn't been the greatest at first, but I've kind of settled into it. It was a lot different this time around from when I had my left one done, for various reasons. It was a false expectation that things were going to go as smoothly as my left one went, and it didn't turn out that way. But we're kind of getting into a routine now. My beautiful wife here has been here every step of the way with me, so it's made little things easier on me. It's probably driving her a little bit crazy at times.
Not driving me crazy. Sickness and in health.
Okay, there we go. Sickness.
It's not driving me crazy at all. He thinks it drives me crazy because he is so independent, which is great. We want men that are independent, but I try to explain to him it's okay to be codependent on your wife. You get married, it's for better or for worse, in sickness and in health. And when you have times when you're, not that you were sick, but it definitely, it tests the boundaries, and you're not feeling your best, you're in a lot of pain, and it's okay to be able to depend on your spouse for that support, because that's what I'm here for.
I'm a lucky guy.
And I also tell him that if the shoe were reversed, I would expect the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
Yes, she's been great. So, to what you say, that is true. I guess as men, sometimes we want to not, it's good, like you said, sickness and health. But as a man, I guess, and I'm speaking as on me, it's kind of, I've always been like, well, I don't want to be a burden, but it has been nice, and I definitely could not have done it without her help, because I'm telling you, this right knee it's been a little bit more challenging. So
it has been, and let's flash back a little bit, because I know you had mentioned physical therapy. Had been a little challenging. Let's dig into that. Why has physical therapy been a bit challenging?
Okay, so I guess I've kind of pushed the boundaries a little bit.
Kind of pushed them.
So when I started physical therapy, I guess I felt like I was Superman, and kind of listening to what the physical therapists say, they kind of want to push you a little bit harder than what your body is used to, and it set me back. It set me back a little bit. My knee kind of swelled up, and there was some pain that I guess I contributed to by listening to them and kind of trying to push it a little bit further than I needed to at first.
And we don't want to put the physical therapist like throw them under the bus. What it is they, because of the fact that he does so well in his recovery when it comes to the actual physical therapy part, because he doesn't want to be down at all. He wants to be able to be up and at 'em and doing things for himself. Like I said, he's super independent, which is great. But what'll happen is the physical therapist will say, oh, you're doing great. Like, you're really a week or two ahead of where we would expect you to be for someone who is, you know, of your age, we're in our 50s, and has had a total knee replacement. You know, maybe next week or next time you come, we'll look into you being able to do this. You know, maybe you'll be able to run a marathon next week. And
or get on the bike. Get on the bike.
And he takes that as a challenge. So instead of him waiting until the next time he comes, he'll push himself. And that's the perfect example, because that's what happened with the bike. Is that they, you know, were like, take it as far as you can and then bring your leg back the other way. But eventually you'll be able to go completely we want you around. To be able to go completely around, but he sees that as a challenge. I'm going to go completely around today. And that's what he does. And then he pays for it. I definitely paid for it. I went around, but then I was down. But, and it's okay. It's okay. So you know, fast forward to, like I say, today, this is my 4th week. Things went, I kind of got on the weights today, and I kind of fell back into it again. Same thing.
There's
one particular physical therapist, does it to him every time. He goes 3 times a week. Today's your last week, not today. This week will be his last week, going 3 days a week. Next week he starts 2. But his physical therapy location, you see different people depending on availability, but they check to see what you've been doing and what your progress is. And so they keep you on the same trajectory pretty much. But there's this one that he sees every single time that ironically, same name as his.
Eric. Mr. Eric. Yes.
And he pushes him, and he just takes that as a challenge, and he does it. And every time I say, don't let Eric get you in there and make you do more than and he says, I'm not, and then he does. And
so I'm paying for it today. Total, you know, resting the knee today, and
iced it up a little bit.
Iced it up today, and so it's feeling good. But I mean, that's kind of what I've been up to, you know, while we, you know, kind of been not off the rails, but kind of, you know, not on YouTube as much as we were in the beginning. Is that our health is important, and I definitely needed to have it done. So got it done, and now I'm on the road to recovery. So. We're
trying to get all these things done because we want to be in our prime condition when we move to Africa, because we want to be there and be able to enjoy ourselves and live life to the fullest. And so for that reason, things that we need to have done now to make sure that our health is optimal when we move, we need to get those things taken care of. And even though it's a painful process, it was necessary. It was time, because he was in a lot of pain. And then you had complications too with the anesthesia. This one was just totally different than when he got his left one replaced in 2019. 2019 was it was seamless. Like, he was in very, very little pain. He was in it. Well, they wanted him to be in and out the same day, but I fought for him to be able to spend the night, because I just couldn't understand a total knee replacement and them sending you home the same day was just, I couldn't understand that. But because we had been through it again, we planned this time for him to just go home the same day, which I still wasn't pleased with, but it is what it is. But you ended up having complications from the anesthesia. There were issues with that. He had complications to the medication that he was taking. So we ended up having to get that switched out. But enjoying today's video? Then please subscribe and enable all notifications so you'll never miss an upload.
And don't forget to like, comment, and share. You're most welcome here.
What were your thoughts about that? I mean, in comparison to the two?
Well, in comparison to the two, like with this one, it was overnight. So I guess it was managed more than it being just an in and out thing. So I think that could have contributed to it. But the medicine, they had to switch out. I had a bad reaction to one of the medicines. They had to switch it out to another medicine, and it was where I was breathing, then I wasn't breathing. And
that was scary.
That was scary, and my blood pressure was up, so it was
super high.
It was a mess, but prayer and God being in the room with us at the time, and I ended up leveling back down, coming out of it fine, and getting home and rehabbing. So yeah, but it was scary. It was a little scary. Well, I don't remember much of it, obviously, because they keep you heavily sedated after a major surgery like that. But just listen to some of the things my wife was saying.
It was
that I
very
went through.
scary for me.
Yeah, it was. I can imagine. So
yeah, very, very scary. I mean, he's, like I have mentioned so many times before, I probably sound like a broken record. He is my best friend, and so I cannot.
You're my best friend.
I can't, and I know that eventually, we will leave this earth and no longer be together, but I honestly cannot imagine my life without him. So that was really scary when you're dealing with breathing situations, and none of this happened the first time.
Yeah.
The first time, like I said, it was seamless, but this time the issues with the breathing and the blood pressure being super elevated, it was super, super scary. I told him when he woke up, I said, you had one more time for that breathing to stop, and you were not going home that same day. It was going to turn into another overnight
visit. So,
So, but I will say this, one good thing has come from you being sick and shut in.
Yes.
Your girl has been cooking a lot more.
Yes, and I've been eating a lot more.
Out of necessity, like you have to. You have to do what you have to do. He has to eat.
Yeah.
He was completely incapacitated for the first couple of weeks, and so you have to make adjustments. Like I said, my schedule is super, super hectic because I have so many different things going on. But when you have things like this that takes place and your spouse cannot fully take care of himself, you have to do what you have to do. So you make adjustments, and we did that, and I've been
in that kitchen.
Throwing
down, and man, some good things have come out of that kitchen. That's all I can say.
Some good new recipes, but that's one of the good. Well, and the good thing too is that your knee is replaced, and you're on the way to full recovery. He's doing wonderfully now.
Look, like you said, when we get to Africa, when we get back to Joburg, and we want to be at our optimal health. We want to take advantage. We don't want to have to be in and out of the hospital for this. Not to say, things may happen, but we can do our due diligence and make sure that we're as healthy as we can be before we get there, so we can enjoy. Our home. Like, we cannot wait to get back.
Cannot wait. It seems like every other day we're like, when are we gonna, it's not an inexpensive trip to take, and then when you go, it's so far away. And the time difference, the time zone is so vast that you have to plan to stay for at least 2 weeks. And so when you plan vacation and all of that, it's not as easy to get there as we would prefer. But man, oh man, we would be back today if we could.
Yeah.
We miss it.
We're coming back home.
We're coming back
home to you guys, trust me.
So, and then one other thing that has been taking up lots of time is school has been kicking my derriere. It has been tough, but when you take everything, for the past few weeks, things are so much better now because Eric has become a lot more independent. But before it was, I work full time and school full time and taking care of him full time and the house and all of, going back and forth to physical therapy and everything that needs, there was practically no time to think, let alone do anything else. But things have slowed down a good amount because he's improving and doing so much better now. But school has been very, very hectic. And so I'm actually taking 2 classes now. I elevated that. I was just taking 1. And when you're at the PhD level, coursework is very, very strenuous. There's lots that has to be done. And so when you're taking 2 classes, it pretty much elevates that. But I think I've gotten a better flow now to where I'm kind of going. We just tried this past week, but it worked out wonderfully to where instead of me trying to figure it out all throughout the week and being hectic because, you have to rest at some point, what I did was I really just committed to Monday through Friday, kind of. The goal was to commit to Monday through Thursday. So work all day during the day. As soon as I get off work, I'll cook, take care of him, whatever he needs done, and get right into coursework starting at about 6 p.m. and go from 6 p.m. until midnight, Monday through Thursday. The goal was to take Friday off, but I ended up finishing up the things that had to be done, like discussion posts and things like that on Friday. And so by the end of the day on Friday, I was completely done. So the evening Friday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, I was completely no homework. I was able to just relax and enjoy, spend time with him. We got to watch a couple of movies and catch up on some things and just do things at our leisure. So I think that's going to be a new norm for me, because that gives me an opportunity to kind of balance out my time and have more time where I can rest consistently. So I think that's a good thing. So I think that's a good way we've managed to kind of balance out all of the new realities that we have right now. So I think that's pretty much it. I think that's it. I think now, things to come, because our schedules, even though they have leveled out quite a bit, they are still quite hectic. And so the expectation going forward, we know that prior to taking the hiatus, we've been posting at least, like twice a week consistently. Right now, because of the fact that our schedules are so hectic, even though they have slowed down, the goal is to post at least once a week. We're going to try. But again, things are still super hectic. And so we just ask for your continued prayers as Eric continues to recuperate and as we navigate our new norm. So we ask for your prayers, your continued patience, and we really just ask for your grace. So in the event we're not able to post every single week, just know that we're thinking of you and that we really wish we could, but sometimes we just you have to prioritize home and sanity and peace of mind on top of everything else. So it is definitely our goal to post weekly, but if we can't, just bear with us. We'll have more good stuff coming, and we do still have lots of great ideas things that we want to discuss.
Still a lot of good stuff coming, and we miss you guys as much as you miss us.
We
Trust
really
us.
do.
We wish we could, like you say, continue to post more regularly, but right now during this recovery time, school, we're going to do the best we can to get some content out to you guys as quickly as we can. But like you said, honey, just we continue to just ask for you guys grace, mainly prayers. I am doing better. I am recovering well, and I'm moving around a lot better, and
so much better.
Hopefully next week I can start running.
There he goes.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
He's really not.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yes.
I think that's it. I think that's all the little bullet points that we jotted down.
I was very happy to be able to jump on, just kind of let you guys know where we've been. We didn't, disappear off the face of the earth. We are still very passionate about our subscribers, and we miss you guys. And like you said, we're back. We are back. So
hang in there with us. If you enjoy this content, if you'd like to see more from us, please, by all means, hit that like button. Please remember to subscribe. It's completely free. There's, that's one of the best ways that you can support us. Show your support by when you hit that like button. It really shows the algorithm that you're interested in what we're doing, and it allows YouTube to promote our content to more people. And when you subscribe, that is really the greatest form of support that you can do. So please remember, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Please share this video with someone else that you feel like, may benefit from it. Share our other videos that we posted. But we are definitely back, and we appreciate your continued support. So please remember to leave a comment. We will reply as quickly as we're able to. I know I used to really just kind of be on it, but like I said, right now, our schedules have become quite a bit more hectic. So I will still make it a point to reply to everyone who posts, because we really do value and appreciate your support.
Yes, we do.
Just might take us a little bit longer than it usually does. So
that being said, again, we're back. We miss you all. Thank you all for your continued prayers, and we will see you soon.
All right. Until next time.
Peace.
Bye for now.
Bye.